Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show that has no name yet.
Yeah!
With your host, Darren Page.
Hello. Wait, keep the music going.
Keep it pumping.
I was just getting into it. Woo!
Absolutely.
Oh, this is so cool.
Well,
I
welcome.
feel more famous than people say I am. This is cool. Okay.
Absolutely. So welcome to the studio. We're here at Undefeated Media for the first ever podcast done by our very own Darren Page.
Thank you for setting this up and having me, and thank you for being here.
Our pleasure. So we got a lot to talk about. I mean, we did a little pre-show. Your first pre-show.
My first pre-show.
And we have
Is that
tons
like the
to talk
foreplay
about.
for like?
Yes,
the show?
pre-show equals foreplay.
Okay,
Right now
okay.
we're warming up. See, like we're like
great. All juices are flowing.
clothes are off.
All right.
So right now we're getting into the juice of things. As always, you can ask Darren questions on our Instagram or in the comments section that you see this video, the show that has no name. So I assume the first thing we need is a name. Yes.
So maybe we could have all the viewers, people at home.
Yes.
Give me some ideas. Help me out.
Ask
Ask your parents, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend, whatever, your grandmother. Ask them. I want to know. I need to know what you think the vibe is.
Absolutely.
What the attitude is.
Absolutely.
Got this leather jacket on. Maybe something with that. I don't know.
Do we like the jacket? Do we not like the jacket?
I mean, I think most of my followers don't want me in a jacket or a top, but we're just gonna keep everything on to keep it PG.
So these questions that are going to be asked,
yeah.
and these suggestions, where are they going to do these? On your Instagram?
Yeah. So every week I usually do a kind of like a weekly catch up with me, and I will post. I will put like, show me a photo of something, or ask me to show you a photo. Ask me about a certain topic, ask a certain question about me, whatever. So I try to engage with my followers as much as I can, because my followers are the reason that I'm sitting here pretty much. So without them, I'd be nobody. But I want to be able to interact, and if they can ask me questions about me and help me name the podcast, I'd be more than happy to do that.
Absolutely. So, this is the foreplay. This is the pre-show, right? So in the future, we're hoping to be live, and then we can answer questions, comments, concerns in real time with the people out in the interwebs. Yes.
In the interwebs.
Yes, in the interwebs.
I haven't heard interwebs in a while.
So, lot to talk about. What's on today's agenda?
On today's agenda.
Yes.
Well, so apparently I'm very angry today. So, pretty much this is episode 1. This is the first no-name podcast of whatever we're going to call it, whatever. And I figured I probably should start with saying as why I'm here, and how did I get here, and how did I meet you, and how is the world so big yet so small?
I like it.
So if you've been following me for years, maybe not, and if you aren't, you're doing it wrong. You better get on there. I started my Instagram in 2016 with one post of me in Calvin Klein underwear that Barstool Sports found and picked up and posted me as a Barstool Smoke Show.
Wow.
So I owe it all to them for helping me get the ball rolling and whatnot. And pretty much Barstool had a Snapchat takeover, which I am now too old to be on Snapchat because it's funny. I got the notification yesterday, like, hi, would you like to re-download Snapchat? I was like, absolutely not. So I took over Barstool Snapchat back in 2017, and Barstool Smoke Show back then was kind of like a little risque, like kind of like whatever. But I was the only girl that wasn't doing risque things. I was being really sarcastic and really nasty to all the horny men on this thing. So they'd be like, can you show us your jugs? So I went out and I found like 2 big gallon jugs of water, and I was like, yeah. I was just a jerk. And nice. I mean, my sarcastic personality kind of carried it through.
Nice.
Obviously having a little bit of sex appeal, not much. That does help a little bit. But I started there. I was their number 1 takeover host for them, so like they had me back all the time. And then MTV found my Instagram based off Barstool, and then they found me out in a bar one day, and it was the same casting people, and I was like, wait a minute, I was like, am I gonna get kidnapped? I was like, how? I don't understand. You want me to fly to LA and get interviewed? So I ended up going on TV and having 3 or 4 shows, and continued my Instagram to keep going and building and trying to capitalize on me, and now I'm sitting right here with you, Doug.
Awesome. So and it seems like it happened pretty fast. Like that story, it seems like you went from 0 to 60 real quick.
I'm trying to think. It feels like it was forever, but then in the moment, I'm like, yeah, it was fast. It took me 3 years of Instagram to get on TV.
Okay.
3 years of doing that, and then once I was on TV, it was just rapid fire.
Yeah.
And then now I'm old, so all my wrinkles are coming out, and it's just bad. So no, that's pretty much why I'm here. I feel like I've learned a lot over my course of my 20s, I guess you could say, of different information on how to get on TV and things I've learned along the way and tips and tricks that I wish I knew. And there's just so many things. I think social media has also changed for so many people, and I want to help them, and I want to tell them of just things I wish I knew. And it's hard. It's not an easy thing to do and put yourself out there.
True.
And actually, I was a really, really, really shy child. I was super overweight, and I was bullied constantly. And it's funny because all the boys that used to bully me have been in my DMs for years now. And I'm like, funny how the times have changed, huh? So it's been a very cool experience. And there's just a lot that I've learned from my early 20s to late 20s, and just different career paths that I think I'd like to talk about that hopefully kind of domino effect into other things. And I'm pretty much an open book, no off limits really. So
awesome.
I'm here to share my knowledge.
Awesome.
Hopefully people aren't afraid of it.
Yes. So please go to Darren's Instagram page. We're going to put it right here for everyone to see. And if you have questions, comments, concerns, things that you want to, put on the show and have answered on the show, that would be the place to do it.
I could definitely do an Instagram live.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to be live one day. I promise.
We're probably going to have this one. He's Mr. Live. He's Doug Live. It's fine.
Yes, it's all good.
So, okay. Anyway. All right. So my question for you. I have a question for you.
All right, cool. I'll in the hot seat.
How did you find my Instagram?
How did I find your Instagram? Well, I run a social media agency, and we're a full service production and marketing studio. So not only do we make the content with the podcast here, but we also help businesses grow, and we need to know what's going on in the Bergen County area. Mm-hmm. So we're constantly all over Instagram, all over social media. So I kind of know, who's got something going on if it's happening in Bergen County.
Mm-hmm. So I got something going on.
Yeah. Well, some call me Mr. Bergen County, so I have to know everything that's going on.
I'm Mrs. Bergen County. Watch out.
There you go.
It's funny because I found the DM that you sent me. I was going through everything, and it was from 2000. You said 19, right? So
yes, not 4 years. And let's before you prove it, not a thirsty DM. You're like, all right, that's what it comes off that way. I'm gonna
read it. It was not thirsty. Go ahead. It was very.
No, the way she said it, it's like I saw the message you slid into my DMs.
He was very professional. I'm not gonna say it.
Relax, people out there.
No, and then it was about that you wanted us to come to a networking
so
event.
We do networking events, and we have a couple coming up, so we can talk about that too.
I love that.
We're going to be kicking off the summer at Biagio's. We work with them. They have a beautiful rooftop in Paramus, New Jersey, here, the heart of Bergen County. And we also have in the works, I don't want to say something I can't make promises I can't keep, but we're working on ladies' night. They do a gentleman's night, cigar roller, Maker's Mark comes, they do the bottle dip, and this would be
so cool.
Ladies' night.
I'm all for the ladies' night.
Yeah. So what are some things that ladies want? So
that's a great one.
Right? So gentleman's night, there's a pig roast. They got the big thing going on. Casamigos, tequila, ice
We want
luge,
a dick roast. A dick roast. We want the dick roast. Sorry.
So what I mean, there's edible dicks we can cook.
It's like the whole bachelorette parties. They have I'm kidding. What do women want at a ladies' night?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do we have masseuses, facials, nail person? What is the thing? The guys, let me give you the guys version. The guys version, they have a cigar roller. They got the pig roast. They got barbecue. They got buffalo wings. Yeah. They got ribs. They got cheeseburgers, whiskey, Casamigos.
And then they go home with these women and they're farting up a storm. And these women are like, oh, we don't want to touch you. Sorry.
But it's mostly all men. The girls, there's some girls that come there and they have fun, whatever, but it's mostly for the gentlemen, right? So this would be the girl version. So what are things that get the ladies excited? I mean, it's not, I think they're going to make it a little bit less than a bachelorette party. It's not going to be wow, dicks everywhere. Like dick lollipops. It's going to be a classy night under the stars. Wine and cheese.
I was going to say,
nails.
I think I don't know if they're allowed to do this, but I think
we can make it happen.
Martinis are really big among women. What if they did make your own martini? They provide the alcohol, like I'm sure because of liquor,
Yeah.
whatever they have to pour it in, but like
Yeah.
you can make your own mix.
Yeah. Well,
And
they'll
like a
have like, you
martini
know, they'll
night.
have like a mixologist there. Be like,
Yeah.
would you like the peachy rose or the?
Martini night would be good. What else do women want? I mean, Botox. I guess everyone loves Botox.
I have a client that does Botox. I'll get him there so he can like, you know, explain all the
Botox.
Botox
Take a
stuff.
shot in your face and a shot in your mouth. Or,
Shots
yeah,
shots to
everywhere.
the face.
Shots to the face. This might be the name of the podcast. Shots
A
to the
double
face.
shot to the face.
Shot to the face.
A double shot to the face.
I'm so sick of these double shots. They really screw up.
You get a shot of tequila and a shot to the face.
That is true. And also for ladies' night, you know, this is fun. I'm trying to think, like hair, nails, everyone does that, I guess, right?
Mhm.
Martini drinks, cheese and wine pairing, maybe like
Yeah.
like
can have the cheese specialist come in,
do that.
a wine specialist come in. My father, believe it or not, has and his father and my father before him, you know, all worked for Fedway. So
Okay.
they supply all the beers and wine, all the restaurants and bars. There's like it came down to 2 businesses now. So like used to be 10,
Mhm.
and now some of them went out of business. Now it's 2 companies. So like Fedway sells like Grey Goose, and the other one sells like Jameson. I don't know what the exact logistics, but we have access to all the liquor distributors, and they can all bring specialists, wine specialists. So that's a given. Wine, cheese. But let's get juicy. Let's get something that is not being done. What's the
Something
draw?
that's not being done.
Something draw. What's the draw?
Oh,
Cigar
man.
roller. What do ladies wanna? Maybe they make bath bombs.
As you were saying that, I was like something like with the bath. Okay.
Yeah.
Even like centerpieces, flowers. Women like flowers.
Okay.
Like make your own, maybe like little thing there.
Yeah.
What else do women like? I think they just want like you should give out free babysitters. They should have just lined up like 20-year-old girls like ready to go. Like, all right, just take one home. Like you can watch my kids.
All
Maybe
right.
that's the way to go. If you work for like care.com, like just line them up. It's probably not legal to do that, but we could try to make it work.
So in the interwebs we're getting comments. I don't know. We're not even live. We're getting comments. Rose vibrator. Rose vibrator.
Oh yeah, I've heard about those.
Oh, so we give them out as parting gifts?
Yes.
All right,
as parting gifts.
The tickets are going to be like $100 a pop then.
All right, so the vibrator's 25, so 125 each.
Hey,
you could raise that up.
All right. So we're giving out vibrators. Okay.
I
mean, we can go that route. We can you can have edible lingerie.
Oh, the candy necklaces. The candy bras.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. Is there like an age group here? Is there like an age?
So gentleman's night was for like, you know, it was like I don't want to say bachelor party because the girl versions it's not like dick lollipops, but it was just like it was like cigars. No, but that's what people think. It was like cigars and whiskey. That's what the dudes like. So what it like feel like ladies like spa day and massages.
Yes.
Like it's supposed to be like ladies only. Like guys like, you know, it's girl talk. Guys are at home with the kids. What would you want to do? Like like we got, you know, my landlord's got water slides. I can have water slides out there. You know what I mean? Like what would you want? What would get you excited to go to the rooftop at Biagio's and want to be there?
Pretty much everything we talked about, like drinks.
Yeah.
Maybe
but like what the shit? How'd they get that?
How'd they get that?
What the hell? You can always have drinks.
I'm trying to think of what
you can always have a dick roast.
Like. Dick roast. I don't know. It's hard. I think women are like just so. I feel like men are very simple, but like women are also very simple, but like in a different way.
Okay.
I think women just like don't want to have to like worry about like laundry and stuff. So maybe like a laundry service, giving like $10 off coupons
I do have a laundry service. They can actually drop their laundry. They can bring their laundry
there.
Yes, and then the guy that I know, my client can drop it back off to their home, or they can all pick it up at his location, which is like a couple miles away. So they can literally bring all their laundry there.
We want our laundry done for us.
But it won't be done that night. It'll be done like in a day or two.
Maybe like laundry, maybe like a cleaning thing. I'm trying to think like what else women really want. Duct tape for their husbands' mouths. We can give it duct tape.
Yeah. Home Depot. That's a simple shit.
Home Depot, yeah. That's not bad. I mean, there's a lot of things, I guess, to brainstorm, but ladies' night, I like it. I'm curious.
So you're in.
I'm in. I know DeNovo does ladies' night on Tuesday.
This is going to be like a big event. This is not just one-off. This is like a big event. We're getting like vendors. We're making a big party out of it. So the gentleman's night that they do happens once a year. So that's
it's really
it's like a one night. Okay. This is a one night to remember. So I mean, if Dick Lollipops get you going, then we'll get some Dick Lollipops.
I don't know. Maybe it's not really. It's not really PG or like appropriate for this type of.
I mean, it's slightly risque. I mean,
let's not
I'm
do
not
it.
gonna lie. Gentlemen's night, the waitresses and the bartenders are all girls. Like that's not, you know what
All
I
right,
mean?
then I want every bartender at ladies' night as a man.
Okay, fine, but like I
Everyone.
can't promise they're gonna be
No.
shirtless. It's not gonna be Chippendales.
I'm
It's
not
not
going.
Chippendales.
I used to date a Chippendale a long time ago.
Yeah. It's not Chippendales.
Used to.
We gotta keep it a little bit classy, like Gatsby. No, that's too classy.
No, everyone
Like,
does that.
yeah, but it's like a little bit classy.
Yeah.
But what do you like to do? We'll get the Botox guy.
You know, I've never had Botox. I know I need that,
Hey.
never touched my face. Very,
All
very
right,
proud of myself.
When you're ready, I got a guy.
Okay. Anyway, okay. So, went over how and why I'm here. We went over how.
Kind of. We went on a tangent real fast.
Really, like, oh, okay, ladies' night. Okay, got it.
But yes, I messaged you because I was running a bunch of events, so I was hitting up all the local influencers and people who got stuff going on to get them to come to an event.
I never saw your message until 2023 when my Instagram got hacked and deleted. So
it's all good.
Here I am.
Everything happens for a reason, and we're here today.
That's right. Everything happens for a reason. I will say that.
Absolutely.
So also.
Yes.
So before I came here, I posted that I had this really big announcement and that everyone was like guessing what. Oh, I should read those. I should read the guesses. The guesses are pretty funny. Everyone thinks I'm pregnant, which is kind of annoying, but thank you. And then today I posted questions about me that people really, really want to know. I
got them. That's what we're doing?
I think we should do it.
Okay.
Do you not want to do it yet?
No, I'm just saying I don't want to cut you off. Are you still telling the story? I got all the questions when you're ready.
I was just going down my mental list. Well, no, the story of how I got started. No, I'm here.
You were saying you got the questions, so you got all the questions.
Yeah.
We took some good ones. I got them right here.
We took some good ones. I don't know where they are. Okay.
Well, some of them were a little risque.
A
little much. And I mean, the ones we're asking are a little risque. So that you can tell you what the ones that we didn't ask.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
So how about before you go into these questions?
Yes.
Like, people see you. People know you got something going on. People want to get to know you. People want to message you. I'm sure your inbox is full with filth.
Yes.
Why don't you go into like what is a classic day in the life of Darren's inbox? DMs look like
DMs with Darren. So actually, every single week I used to do this, and then once the algorithm changed on Instagram, I don't know what happened to my DMs, but it wasn't the same. So anyway, I used to do what did I used to call it? I think it was DMs with Darren. I think that's just I used to get down to my DMs. So I used to post every single week. I'd post a different crazy response, and I'd pick one and go back and forth with them. So like a lot of the times they were like bullies, nasty people. I was just like, I used to like blow them up and they used to love it, but it used to be really, really funny. And the amount of times that I would respond back to men that I guess were married, and then like I would post them,
and then you like share it on your stories.
Oh yeah, and I'm like, oh well, I guess
cat's out of the bag.
Now, like, oh my god, I was kidding. I was like, ask your wife. I don't know if you're really kidding.
Wow.
So people are ballsy. Like
with their name showing, you would show
their
the name.
And their picture was their wife
nice.
and them, and I'm like, people.
No,
really
when you
like,
shared it, on Instagram, you didn't like black out the name.
I usually do. I usually do. There was one time. I usually never like to expose anyone because like I get it. It's like a very public personal thing, but whatever. There was one time I think I did because it was like this man was saying things that I was like, this is like he wouldn't stop. It was every day for like almost maybe like a year. And by the year mark, I was like, okay, I'm like, you wasted a whole year of your relationship trying to invest in my life. So here you go. I was just like, I had enough.
He deserved it.
Yeah. After the year I was done, but I usually never.
So that's the mark. That's the line. If you bother Darren for over a year, we're going to expose you.
Yeah. We'll expose you. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Overexposed. Maybe that's the name
that's
of my
segment.
Overexposed.
How about that? Oh yeah.
Overexposed. It will expose everybody.
Overexposed.
Yeah. Okay. Also.
So you ready? Wait, do we go into some of these questions? Or do you want to keep going first?
What are we going with? I think we should do the questions.
All right, let's do the questions.
That was like my topic of the day.
Topic of the day. We're going in. Getting overexposed here.
Overexposed in my DMs.
Okay. Are you ready?
Here we are.
I feel like we should stretch a little bit before we do this.
I bet you I got more sitting here for the hour.
Probably.
Let's see.
Probably.
Let's see if I got anything else I can show you. Not that it's very
probably
proud of, but let's see. Oh, someone goes, what kind of panties are you wearing? That's what I got in the 5 minutes I've been sitting here. All right. So I took a screenshot. I sent them over to him, and he's going to ask.
And away we go.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, these are the questions you have asked for. Darren, what's your favorite smell?
Ooh, my favorite smell is actually coffee beans. When I go in like the ShopRite aisle, I have to
Yeah.
like smell the coffee beans. Yeah.
Do you need to even like sometimes when you smell the coffee beans, does it already give you that caffeinated feel?
Yeah,
Like
immediately I'm like, let's go.
like
I'm ready to go. Yeah, no, I love the smell of
like you don't
coffee
even have to
beans.
drink it. You just smell it
Yeah,
and
I
you're
say
good to
smell
go.
it. Yeah.
Nice. What is the hardest part of social media for you?
The hardest part of social media is probably separating personal and public life.
Okay.
So my Instagram is Darren Page, which is my stage name,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have like a real like my first and last name, which I won't even say.
Mm-hmm.
You can Google it, but it's like kind of hard to find. Um, so I think separating myself and my personal life and not letting it cross over, because I think social media is, and actually May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so social media can really kind of break you down and really cause a lot of internal struggles and battles that I think a lot of people don't realize.
True.
And social media, I mean, is you never turns off. It's constant. It's 24/7. There's no break.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not a mentally strong person, or if you get very easily offended, I think it can really affect you pretty bad.
Like it.
So for me, it's separating it, and I think I've done a very good job at it.
Mm-hmm.
I have pretty thick skin, I've realized, because unfortunately, the more horrible, mean comments I get, like kind of like the happier I get, because I'm like, I'm doing something right. People hate me. So definitely the separation of the two is hard, but if you can figure it out, you can become very successful.
Absolutely. And I don't know if you ever heard the quote, you were the sum of the 5 people you hang out with. So the top
Yes.
5 people. It's the same thing with social media. You are you are getting in your feed what you want,
Yeah.
like what you're consuming. So if you're consuming nice, positive people like yourself, you're going to get more of those positive people, and away we go. Next up, how do you put up with the freaks sending you weird requests?
Ooh. So it really amazes me. So it's mostly men that send me these questions. I will. I'm gonna narrow it down and say men. It amazes me that this is what goes on in men's minds every day. Like at 3:45 in the morning, you're like, "Hi, can I please suck your big toe?" Like, go to bed. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's just like the amount of weird comments I get is insane, and how I deal with it. I really laugh, and to me, it's really a form of entertainment. It keeps me going. I'm just like, it's amazing.
Yeah, and I'm all about shooting your shot. Like I'm all about go for it. But like, what makes you think like you're gonna want your big toe sucked? Like you couldn't come up with anything better?
Yeah. And I will say, I've said this before in the past, but there is one way, I think, to get someone's attention on Instagram in a DM. One way.
Let it rip.
If you message me or message someone, I mean, not anymore. Not anymore. But if you write to someone and say, "Hey, I know you'll never answer this, but," I'm like, "No, I have to answer this now because I want to prove to you that I see it and I answer." So that does work for.
So that gets you in the door.
Yes.
You're gonna get like 1,000 of these now, but that gets you in the door.
I'm gonna hate myself.
This is gonna be the one clip we don't pull out because we don't want to do that to you.
No, it's okay. I don't really. I think I've said it publicly before, but
that gets you in the door.
That does work. I will say it works for me.
What's step 2? So that got you. The door's open.
Yeah. Step 2.
So like,
shut the door. Shut the
I know
door,
you're not
get
gonna
the
see
hell
this or
out.
answer this, but can I suck on your big toe?
Yeah.
Like, what's step 2?
No. Yeah. Great. No, actually, the pinky toe is fine. Step 2.
Yeah.
I
like
mean,
you got into the door. I know you're not going to answer this, but I really like your style and what you're doing with yourself. Like, what's the next?
So, hey, I know you'll never see this, but you gotta, and you can't just say like, "But I think you're really pretty." Like, cool, all right, like I appreciate it, but like you gotta give me like.
What's working on Tinder? Like, what's that? What's working on Tinder or whatever dating app, Bumble, whatever's out there?
What's working on Tinder? I'm not on Tinder. I'm not on these dating apps.
Okay.
I used to be a long time ago, but.
What's that? I know you're not going to answer this, but what's that like? Do you like sports? What's your book you're reading?
No, honestly, I would, as long as your profile is public, I would think, I'm a very like upfront and forward person.
Mm-hmm.
If you write, "Hey, I know you'll never see this, but here's my phone number."
Wow. So just right to the point.
So
there's no foreplay. There's no like, warming up to you. You just warm.
There's no warming up to me. I'm already warm, baby. There's
that's
it. There's nothing else. I'm like, I am
ready to go.
I'd rather just like cut the bullshit and just say like that.
So shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot, yeah.
But just start with, I know you'll never see this.
What?
Don't start with that then in the message.
I know you'll never see this, but If you're interested, here's my phone number.
All right, good
That
stuff.
usually works.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think this is a question later on, but I'm going to say it here. When was the last time that worked?
You know, I've never gone out with anyone from my Instagram. I've
Okay.
never answered anyone's message, but I will say
Mhm.
if there was someone I guess I found like kind of interesting or attractive and I was looking at the time, then
Mhm.
I'd probably say sure, but I've never met anyone online.
Okay.
I've never gone on a dating app to date someone. I've been on dating apps in the past, but I've never even met anyone else. I'm very like organic in person, kind of.
Okay.
That's just me though.
No, I'm with you. I was more going towards like, when was the last time you've been talking or accepted an invite or
Is to talk?
what?
What do you mean?
Like, when was the last time? I think that was a question, we might have deleted it, but like, when was the last time you were talking to someone, got intimate, went on a date?
Well, I mean, I'm currently not single, so I guess like I have I guess now. But
Are we going into that?
oh no.
Okay, we're not going into that. We'll skip that. Next question.
I don't think we should do that.
All right. We didn't get that in the pre-show.
No.
Would you?
That's the personal life and the public life. That
Yes, we got to separate. That's the line right there.
Yeah.
Would you want to have your own reality show?
Absolutely. I want my own reality show yesterday. I'm definitely not going back on dating shows again. I don't think it's for me anymore. I've done 4 of them, and I guess like the third time wasn't even a charm. So, or not, I've done 3, but I was on 4 shows. So I wouldn't do a dating show. I would love to do a docuseries. I would love for someone just to follow me around for like a week and then make my own show. I talk to myself all day. I'm really clumsy and klutzy, and then I make all these wonderful people laugh every day. So,
Nice.
Or cry, depends how you look at it. But no, I would love to have a docuseries follow me around. I have a dog and 2 cats, which drive me nuts, but it's a fun time at my house.
Nice.
And then yeah, I want to like kind of just people to know like the raw, organic, authentic part of me that no one really gets to see.
Beautiful. So the next question, which you kind of already answered, what would the theme be, right? You kind of already, like a docuseries, reality, day in the life, if you will. But, piggybacking off the things you said, because you like to make people laugh, what is the next step? Do you think like maybe you might want to get into comedy? Do you ever see yourself like doing like stand-up comedy or being like a model? Like, what is some things that interest you?
It's funny you say that. So my father actually, as a hobby, he did stand-up comedy for years. And I always thought that was kind of cool because I was like, oh, it's very interesting. And a lot of people have told me to do stand-up comedy, and I'm like, I don't think I'm funny by myself. Like, I'm funny like in my own head, but like not alone. I definitely love the whole like improv thing. I do think it's cool. I wanted to maybe take a comedy class just to see if I could like do it. And maybe I'll like follow in my father's footsteps because he owned a business that I could not take over. And then I'm like, well, if I can't do that, like maybe I could do comedy. Like I try to do something. So I definitely interested in it. I mean, the fact that on the TV shows I've done, I was known as like the funny bitch, which is like best of both worlds for me. So I definitely would try to maybe partake in.
I see
comedy.
that. I can see that happening. I can see you doing that.
Stand-up
Yeah,
comedy.
I could see you kind of like just telling how it is. Maybe some raw behind the scenes stuff that no one saw on TV, and some stories that you had there.
Oh man.
Yeah. I'm sure you got plenty of funny stuff lined up, and the way you speak, I could definitely see that.
Oh, thank you. The sarcasm 24/7.
Yes.
Sarcasm all the time.
I could see that for sure.
But yeah, no. So have you ever done stand up or no?
No, I really want to. So I don't know about you, but like you have like that stock 3 or 4 like funny stories you have in your back pocket.
Mine aren't funny. Mine are embarrassing. Mine are like really bad. But yeah.
Yeah, right. So I feel like whenever I tell mine, the whole room laughs. So I feel like if I just went up there and just gave that a shot, I feel like it's something because I'm not scared. I'm not like if I constantly talk to people and in front of people, so like I'm not like and used to do karaoke. Like we would all go out, have a couple shots and do karaoke. Like there's no fear factor there. So I just one day when I have time, I'd like to just wing it.
You have the confidence. I say go. I would say have a take a shot of this whiskey over here.
I don't even need the shot of whiskey.
He doesn't even need the shot. Okay, I'll take it for him.
Nah, yeah, we're good. But I would like to do it. I feel like, and you should too.
Maybe I will.
Why don't we do our own show? Why don't we like have a open mic stand up thing night? Do it on the rooftop of Biagio's.
Do it. No, it's funny because I say like the hardest part of comedy is just pretty much keeping the crowd going, and
Yeah.
like it's just the biggest fear is just that no one laughs.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I'll just sit there and laugh at myself and say, okay, we're good.
I feel like confidence is half the battle because like the audience is going to laugh. I feel like if you're not confident and you start having fear, they can read that and they won't laugh. But if you're just confident and like, I
Yeah.
don't know about you, like if someone says something in the crowd, I'm quick with the
Yes,
comebacks.
yes.
So like I'll be good. Like and that'll make the show go longer and I
That
just can
would
keep the ball rolling.
See, my biggest issue with stand-up comedy for myself, only reason why I wouldn't want to do it, but who knows, is I love picking people apart in front of me. Like I will make funny, like, and
This was a given. This is you. Bro.
Yeah, and it's very easy. And I feel like if you're easily offended, like, do not come to my show.
Yeah.
I would say like, oh, like if I saw like a couple or whatever, I would tear them apart. So that's the only downfall, is that people that get very offended, I guess, should not be hanging out with me. But
hey, that's what they signed up for. Don't sit in the front row.
Don't sit in the back either. But yeah, so
nice. Let's add to the list. Add to the list of things to do. I think you'd be great at stand up, to be honest.
How about sit down? Better at sitting.
You could sit down and on a nice. I could see you sitting down on a purple velvet couch and just being like, "You're stupid."
Wow, I've met you 2 times, and he's like, "You shouldn't call someone stupid." Like, okay, this is great.
No, I could see you sitting there with a glass of wine, purple. That would be your thing, like a purple velvet couch, and you're just like telling stories.
No, I think I'd have to stand up. I'd have to walk back and forth. I got to see everybody. I got to
do both.
I could do both. Sit up and stand down. Stand up and sit down.
Good stuff.
So yeah, so that's definitely an idea.
Like
and what was the other? You said there was one.
Yeah,
more?
we got plenty more.
Oh, great.
So going back to your MTV days, are you different than the way that MTV portrayed you?
Oh. If you search me on Reddit, you can read all about the wonderful things that people have to say about me.
Wow.
Yes and no, I'm going to say the portrayal of myself. I'm definitely a very ballsy person. I will say I'm very confrontational and upfront when needed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's definitely how I was portrayed on the show. I do definitely have an introverted soft side that you cannot be on TV. I think. I mean, you can if you want that to be your image, but usually people like that don't make it very long on TV.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was filming, I felt like I was in constant fight mode. Like I was like, yeah, like ready to go, let's do it. And I was just like, if I saw, like, I was like, my motto on TV was, if you see something, say something. Okay. That was like it for me. Right. So I was the one that was like, producers loved me because they were like, just tell Darren, like she'll do it. Like, and because it was kind of like a way for me to have my extroverted self out and like really show that side. So there's definitely parts of me that, yes, I'm definitely ballsy and upfront, and I'll tell it how it is. But there's so much of me that the way I was portrayed, they like the way that they took clips of me, like they would have my facial reaction from one day with like a different sound bit from another day. And I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. I was like, how are they like, Darren's a bitch? I'm like, I didn't even say that day. It makes sense. I was like, what do you mean? So, I mean, I guess if I had to say, I would say maybe what you see on TV is like 60% correct for me. I would say 60%. Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. We're getting the raw behind the scenes look at this, huh? Raw. So with the TV stuff, MTV, their next question is, does Ronnie still have you blocked on Instagram?
Ronnie does. And I'm going to check right now to confirm, because maybe he unblocked me recently.
Within the last
Ronnie,
day?
Was it Magro?
I don't know.
Yep, I am still blocked. I can't see anything.
Wow.
Why?
Did you ever meet him?
Oh, no, I did. I met him once. I met him once on TV filming Double Shot season 1. Like shook hands, said hi.
Yeah.
That was it. And I was blocked after.
So, do you think he just like blocked everyone who was on like the show, all the girls?
No, he was dating that one girl at the time, and maybe she got
on the phone.
Yeah, I think she may have freaked out.
She felt threatened.
Oh no, actually, I will say this: when I met Ronnie, the one thing he said about me was, "Uh-oh, she's trouble." And then I was blocked.
The girlfriend heard that?
The girlfriend must have heard it, and it was over. So yeah.
Wow. Ronnie, what's up, man?
Yeah.
What's going on, dude?
I don't know. He's back on Jersey Shore with Sammy, so.
That's right. What are your thoughts on that? Do you have thoughts on that?
Well, if Sammy follows me, I follow her, and I talk to her. Nice. Like, not talk to her, but we DM randomly. Yeah. And I think if you want my honest opinion of a TV mind, I think this is the most genius, most on-brand, best thing that MTV could probably do, and they know exactly what they're doing. I predicted 2 years ago that she'd be back. I said, and everyone's like, she'll never come back. I'm like, give her like a year and a half. I guarantee you that they'll they'll pay
Nice.
her enough to come back. And I'm sure she has a amazing brand now. She has a clothing
Mhm.
store, and she put herself out there, and I think she's actually very inspirational for a lot of women. I know Jersey Shore is probably not like the most inspirational show to watch, but I mean, she came from like a very toxic relationship, and you can
Mhm.
see how much she's grown.
Yeah.
And she's in a healthy relationship, it seems, and they're both on the show.
And
And
now it's gonna get juicy.
now it's gonna get really juicy. Now I'm just like, oh my god, I really want to see.
Yes, and she's local too, so maybe we can have her come in and be
Yeah.
a guest one day as well.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to have her on if I
There you
could.
go.
Yeah, she'd be good.
So Sammy, we're coming for you.
We're coming.
All right. Next up. All right, here. I mean, it's gonna come sooner or later. Are you ready? I didn't ask this question. Let it be known. What is your bra size?
Oh, my bra size. Okay, well, last time I went to Victoria's Secret, they told me I was a 32 triple D, which blew me away. I was like, wow, it's bigger than I was last time. Is that a possibility?
No.
I was like, great. So yeah, that's or 34 double D, I guess, if you're gonna like get technical, but yeah, as weird as it is.
Awesome.
Do you like to know how big my toes are too, or is that? No,
Is that a stat? I mean, if you want to do
on WikiFeet, we should bring it up. That's a riot.
What is WikiFeet?
Oh, I have a 4.9 rating on WikiFeet.
Wait. Time out.
My feet are rated.
So
4.9.
did someone nominate you? Did someone put a page up for you with pictures of your feet, and then people vote and you get
every day.
So you didn't make a profile.
No, oh no. Yeah, could you imagine me at home like, hi guys.
Hello, okay.
Like, please, no.
I go to the spa every other day.
No. And there's like screenshots of like probably yesterday someone took a screenshot and like they sit there and they rate my feet.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really weird.
And it's a scale of what to what?
Well, no, I think it's up to 10, but it's like overall I'm a 4.9, but each picture has a 0 to 10 rating.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I like check once in a while. Like I try to Google myself like once a week to see like what crazy thing came out this week. So I try to like make sure it's all on par and not crazy. But
so I'm not a feet person, but I do have a shoe fetish. Not a sneaker fetish. Just a sneaker obsession. I got way too many sneakers. So, this is off the cuff now. One, what's your fetish?
Oh, what's my fetish?
People like your feet, and you like their roasted dicks.
I don't know if I have a fetish. Oh my god, a fetish. I don't think I have one. I don't really in general.
Well, all right, so we don't have to be a fetish, but like, we don't have to go into the bedroom fetishes, but like, some people will go to the pool and they're like, wow, she's got nice feet. Well, it's like you're at the pool and you're like, wow, nice biceps.
Oh, I love forearms. I love men's forearms. It's the first thing I look at. If I'm like on a date or something, I'm just looking to see the weirdest person.
Now, do you like the veiny, triumphant bastards?
There's like a very like fine line. I love forearms and hands. That's like my thing.
Okay.
But no, you can't like look like a wild veiny person. That's like not for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
like Incredible Hulk, like whatever.
Yeah,
his veins popping out.
I don't like needles or stuff like that. So the whole vein thing is
fit with huge forearms. Popeye. I'm messing. All right, so I told you I had like a sneaker obsession. Do you have a shoe obsession? What's your do you have a thing that so like I get a notification on the Nike app, like these are coming out soon. Do you want them first? And I'm like, yes, please. You know what I mean? I have to say yes sometimes. What's your thing? Bags, shoes, makeup? Do you have a thing that you like if you're walking in the mall and someone's like brand new, like you're just like,
what's funny? Like I think a lot of people ask me that, and no, I'm not like that at all. I wish I had like something. I'm so like, if I like something, I'll buy it in every color.
Okay.
So I'm more of a like very quality person, but like I'm very into just like definitely not shoes. I just like staple items. I'm also a really big Amazon person.
Me too.
Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like deal of the day. Maybe
that's your thing. The deal
of the day. I was like, I have to get it. Okay, cool. Like I don't need it, but I'm gonna buy it. Like $4, whatever. It all ends up at the end. But I would say Amazon. I just love Amazon Prime.
So you don't have like 20 leather jackets in different colors?
Nope, I'm very simple.
You don't have a bunch of bags?
No,
I'm shoes.
I'm such not a girly girl.
Fitness clothing.
That yes.
Okay.
I like to work out a lot, so fitness is definitely big. I only wear one kind of Nike sneaker, and it's from 2018, so I just keep buying the same one every year.
You can still find it?
Amazon only.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't have it anywhere else, but I just keep buying them
What is
over
it?
and over.
Do you want to say it, or do you
Yeah.
don't want people to buy it and get sold out?
It doesn't matter. I got big enough feet that they can't even. I don't think they fit into them, so it's fine. I like the Nike Free.
Nice, perfect. There you go. There it
Sponsor
is.
me, Nike. Hello.
There you have it, the Nike
yeah.
Free. Nice.
So, how about you? What's your favorite sneaker?
So right now, I mean, I made these. They
What
have
do
the
you mean?
Nike ID. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
made these,
Those
and
are
it
cool.
came in. I don't have the box right here. Nope, I don't have the box here in this room. It came in really cool packaging. It says Nike by Doug, and it was like personalized by me.
Very cool.
But I like the Air Jordan ones are hot right now. I like Jordans. I like Nikes, but I like different situations for different types of sneakers. So like a dress shoe, a running around shoe.
So, do you ever wear the same sneaker 2 days in a row? Or is that like a big no for a sneaker?
No. So my problem is half of them aren't even out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of those I probably will never wear because, like, for example, now they come back out with them. They whatever. Back in the day when I was in high school, it was like one run and done. So I had the Space Jam.
Yeah.
So I had the Space Jam sneaker. That was like the coveted. That was the most like coveted one. And at the time, it was like $13,000. I didn't pay $13,000. I just waited in line and I got it. I worked for a basketball camp, so like friends and family day, we would be in there. I would be the one to go pick up the sneakers for the camp. Mm-hmm. So like all the people at Foot Locker loved me. So like I got first access. So I had the Space Jams. I wore them one time. It was for my senior basketball game, home game, whatever. The last basketball game as a high school kid. I wore them one time, and then they went right back in the box. Never been worn again. But like I have like my everyday sneaker.
Yeah, that you wear.
I have and I have a couple of those.
What kind of that? Are you only a Nike guy? No, you're not only Nike.
No. I have the New Balances that everyone's wearing now. Those are like my everyday. Yeah, I'm a big dad shoe guy.
Big dad shoe.
Yeah.
I feel like New Balance is coming back. They totally changed like their whole thing.
They were smart.
Very smart.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Any other weird questions or no?
Do you treat your cats like dogs?
Yeah.
Me too.
You have cats?
Yeah, I got two. Dexter and Lily. And I got them, they're rescues. I got them when they were like infants. And we got Dexter first. We got Lily maybe 6 months later. But Dexter, legit, I call him. He calls when I say, Dexter, come. He comes. He comes, sits down, high fives. He fetches.
Really?
He's I treat him like a dog. You treat him like dogs, act like dogs.
What kind of cat is it?
He's gray. I think
like a regular
tabby.
Okay,
yeah, he's gray. He's got like white white stripes. And then Lily is whatchamacallit. She's got all the colors. Calico, and they can only be female. Lily, believe it or not, she's mostly white and has a couple colors on her, but she was, rolling the streets of Patterson. That's where they found her. Yes.
Oh,
so she was just roaming the streets of Patterson. They picked her up, and now Lily's with me.
And now
got Dexter and Lily.
A cat dad. There you go. A cat dad. They're really the best. They're so easy.
Absolutely.
So, I was known as the crazy cat lady on TV for so long. I'm just an animal person, so I love anything that has paws and fur. So then I rescued a dog last year from St. Lucia overseas.
Nice.
And so now I'm definitely a dog lady. But they all get along. It's really cute.
Do they play with each other?
Yeah, they all sleep together, and they all sleep together in the same area. They all wait for me when I come home. It's really cute. I'm like, wow, I have a whole little family to feed. It's so cute. But yeah, so no,
nice.
It's not bad.
Awesome. What else besides the cat? What other interests do you have?
Other interests?
Well, besides fitness, besides
everyone likes fitness.
Wine, cheese.
Well, that's pretty much it. Fitness and wine. So it's May, and it's Mental Health Awareness Month. So I told myself I'd put my mental health first this month, and I told myself that I would do more things this week just to kind of get myself out there more and just do more. Believe it or not, one of my huge hobbies is golf. I got a scholarship in college to play golf. Yeah, I'm a really good golfer, ironically. And,
I'm going to want a lesson or two because I'm terrible.
I can teach you.
Please.
I've taught many people. Need a lot of patience, but I will say once you perfect your swing, it's the same thing over and over again. And I love golf, so I went to the driving range this week to get out there. I visited your friends over there at Gun for Hire. Yep,
Anthony Calandro.
Yep, shot my first gun. That was interesting.
Nice.
And then I just like to I've noticed is that I guess so. Growing up, I played tennis and golf, which is such a country kid kind of sport, I guess. But I'm an only child, so I realized I really liked very independent sports, just I only want to rely on me, and like
Yeah, so you got no one else to throw the ball to.
I got no, yeah. I had to freaking just throw a ball against the wall and figure it out. So I like tennis. I like golf. I love nature. I love going out and doing things like that. I feel like such a good. I feel like I'm on a first date. Like, what do you like to do? Fun.
No, getting to know you. Everyone out there is getting to know you.
Thank God, right? And I'm pretty like just. I don't want to say I'm simple. I don't know if I'm like totally simple, but I like to challenge myself. I like to do. I actually love change. I love change. I'm like I'm not a creature of habit. I mean,
yeah, you don't want to be locked in a cubicle. You want to do something different.
I've never had a 9-to-5 job. I don't know if I ever will. And I'm very into just kind of like finding things that make things go around and just have fun with life. So
nice. Beautiful.
How about you? Any weird hobbies?
Weird hobbies. Well, I'm obsessed with sports. Okay. I was obsessed with basketball. That's kind of where the sneaker addiction happened. But as you could tell, didn't make it to the NBA.
That's okay.
So, but I was lucky that lacrosse was very similar in the same skill set, right? So all my passion and skills that I worked on, you know, I was in the gym, you know, before school opened.
Did you play in high school?
Yeah. So I was obsessed in high school. I actually got a scholarship to play lacrosse in college.
Where?
And at Canisius up in Buffalo.
Okay.
And I was supposed to be able to play both basketball and lacrosse. That was like part of the deal. That's why I was going there. And then I got there. My lacrosse coach was like, we're paying the bills, so we don't want you to get hurt playing basketball. So that kind of ended that dream. But I was realistic about it. Like I wasn't going to the NBA. Then we won the MAC championship, which brings us right to the Sweet 16. So we got to play Syracuse. I don't know if you know anything about lacrosse, but Syracuse is like the mecca.
Yeah.
So we got our asses kicked by Syracuse. Transferred to Mount St. Mary's, where we won the MAC championship against Canisius. So all the Canisius kids were pissed that I left them. But yeah, super competitive. I'm really like Monopoly, like let's effing go. Yeah. And we're going to play the whole game, but no one ever wants to finish the game with me because they're losing. But yeah, super competitive, love sports, just went to got field access to the giant, draft party. Yeah, so like, very cool. Yeah, so love that. Went to game 7 at Devils Rangers. So I just, I like to compete.
Oh, you went? You went to the game 7?
Oh yeah, game 7 is crazy. I was like, and I had the perfect seat. Shout out to Bart Nurseries, one of our clients that brought me to the game. So thank you, Joey.
Are you a Devils fan? Or are you a Rangers fan?
So, you're gonna make me say this on national television?
Is he a Rangers or a Devils fan?
So, we live in Jersey. We're here in Jersey. There used to be the New Jersey Nets, and there's the New Jersey Devils. I used to like both teams. Okay. The New Jersey Nets, it was with Jason Kidd and Kerry Kittles and Vince Carter. They were all great. Then Jay-Z decided, you know what, I'm going to purchase this team and I'm bringing to Brooklyn. When they went to Brooklyn, all allegiance was dead. Like, it's our one team, right? So the New Jersey Devils is the one team that, says that we're from New Jersey. The Jets and Giants play here, but they're like, they whatever, right? So I will always be a Devils fan.
Oh, thank God.
That.
So am I. I'm like, we pay taxes here. Like this, we don't have anything else besides like Red Bull.
The New Jersey Red Bulls, but like, do they even play? Like, where are they?
No one ever goes.
There's no marketing team. Hey, Red Bulls, we'll do your marketing. So yeah, both of us, we'll do your marketing. We can do it way better than anybody.
We got it.
But yes, the New Jersey Devils. But see, here's the kicker now. We have a podcast that comes in the studio here called Mind Your Fucking Business with Jeffrey Krentzman, and he's a huge Ranger fan. And like for the past couple of years, the Devils really haven't made it like into the playoffs and stuff. They haven't done like, that well. This year they did, and they have a kick-ass team. So it's like painful. Like I went to the game 7, we're in all black because like one of my friends were going to die tonight. Yeah. But yes, Jeffrey Krentzman of Mind Your Fucking Business converted me to at least appreciate and care about both teams.
Very cool. I know.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of sums up this is my passion with the film and TV stuff. My background's in film and TV, and we've started
and you're in front and behind the camera, which is like pretty rare.
Yeah,
right?
I'm a rarity. I'm a gem.
I don't know many people in front and behind. I feel like it's kind of rare.
So we don't have to go into it like too much, but like my background's in film. I've done Macy's commercials, a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Victoria's Secret, all this fun stuff. And I felt like I was waiting for someone to die or retire before I would direct my movie, right? So the whole process and the whole reason and the whole why and goal here is that I create my own destiny. So I'm building the machine to have the resources to do whatever I want. Right now, we're doing marketing and social media and video production and photography and drones, and we're doing all this stuff. We're doing everything. We got green screens in the other room. But the goal, and you've seen the warehouse, the goal is to turn this into a film and TV set and not only help our clients, but start to get creative and do our own stuff.
Very smart. No, you have
Thank
a
you.
very impressive network going on over here.
Thank
I will
you.
say that
Yeah.
the studio here is like quite impressive. I was like,
Thank
I
you.
thought it was just this,
Mhm.
and then you're like, oh no, it's 15,000
Yes.
square foot.
Yes.
I was like, never mind. Okay.
Yeah, more like 7,000
It's
square
whatever.
feet.
It feels like 15,000. Still
It
pretty
is
big.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually more like 15,000. You're right.
The
I
whole
thought you said
building
at
is
1,500. No, you're right.
50, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But yeah, I telling me no is not in my repertoire. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and we're gonna build it my way. I'm not gonna like, please let me direct a commercial. You know what I mean? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. You can be the star of the first show we do.
I love that. What's the show? I want to know.
I don't know.
So if I ever like meet fans out, sometimes they message me, and this one I apparently have met this person,
Mm-hmm.
and he wrote to me. He goes, "Why did you think that I was 30 years old when you met me?" Now, what's even more embarrassing is I don't even know who this person is.
Well, first off, 30 years old is not as crazy of an age. It's not like, why'd you think I was 50? And the only thing you could say is he probably didn't look like a teenager, because like 21-year-old kids now look like they're like teenagers for some reason. Yeah, right. Don't they look like super young?
Like when I'm on TikTok, I see like these 13-year-olds, and I'm like, oh, I didn't look like that when I was 18, or 20. I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So no, it's definitely different and crazy.
There's a question. What is it like to date Darren?
What's it like to date me? Ooh, well, if you ask my exes, I'm sure it's not. It can't be good. I don't know. What it's like to date me?
I wouldn't know.
It's definitely a simple yet very complex situation, I would say. Okay. Obviously, I have a very strange career that a lot of men definitely cannot handle, I would say.
Has that happened? Has that been a common theme? Like, listen, I'm doing this. This is what I got going on, and you can just suck it up. I got thousands of dudes in my DMs. I get over it.
Yeah, and it's really hard to explain to someone because I'm so turned off to it. And I get these DMs, and I'll be honest, I don't answer 99% of them. Yeah. The ones I answer are either because they ask me a question like, "Hey, I'm shopping for my wife. Like, what was the shirt you were wearing?" I'm more than happy to help, and that helps my business. But it's definitely caused a few issues, I would say, and it takes a very, very confident man to date me and trust me. I'm a very loyal friend and partner. Nice. And I pretty much tell exactly how it is. I lay everything out on the table in the beginning. I'm like, listen, this is my job. This is what I do. If you cannot handle me, then you just cannot handle me. And I will never hold that against someone to be like, oh, like, but and now I don't want to ever make someone else feel like their career should bother me either. But it's definitely hard to navigate relationships having this career, knowing how public it is, and I do my best to keep my personal dating life and my public life separate if I can, but also trying to keep everyone happy. But
what other things can people expect on the show that has no name yet?
Has no name, but it has a I don't know.
What are some themes that you can expect?
What are some themes to expect on my show? Ooh, nothing is off limits. Nothing. I will say this. I want to talk about personal growth. I want to talk about friendship growth, about losing friends as life goes on. I think that's a big thing that no one ever talks about, is like, as we get older and we do things, like, people get married, they have kids, they get divorced, they go through life, they explore themselves, and like they move out of the country or the state, and like no one like really talks about how your friend group gets so much smaller as you get older. And I think that's just like a very weird mental thing.
100%.
Like, it's so weird.
So weird.
And it's really hard to stay close to, like, it almost seems like sometimes friendships are harder to keep than like relationships with other people.
I got a question for you. Yeah. I don't want to interrupt.
No, you're good.
So like 100%. And like, I had some Manasquan. I used to run these huge bar crawls in Hoboken, like Hoboken Leprechaun, Santa Cons, like, I knew a ton of people in Hoboken, whatever. And then as you get older, like you like lose touch. Now for me, and this is maybe my downfall, like I'm like a ride or die person. So like I might have not talked to you for 15 years, but if I see you, it's like, we're best friends still. Yeah. You know what I mean? Do you feel the same way? Or do you like, oh, we lost touch, go screw yourself?
Yeah, well, it depends. You're also a guy, so I think like men are kind of different than girls when it comes to this.
No, but there's guys that I like will like act that way, and they're like it's like, whoa, what? You know what I mean? Like you see them out or whatever, and like you're like, we're best friends, like a puppy. Come
Right.
on, man,
You
let's
know,
go do
yeah.
a shot.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of people are definitely like that, though. I don't know if I am. Um, I'm definitely somebody I've realized is that I will give someone like my all. I will give them a clean slate. I
Mm-hmm.
will be very accepting towards anyone. And it just takes pretty much like one time to kind of screw me over. And
Mm-hmm.
I will forgive, but I never forget. That's kind of what I am. But
Mm-hmm.
obviously I think in like relationships it's different, but like friendships, I've always been someone that like I would say I don't just friend anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I need to gain someone's like trust and value and realize like, okay, like what are you doing for our friendship? Or, like, what am I doing for that? Like, there has to be effort on both ends of the friendship to keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say I'm definitely like a tough person, but once you get to know me, I'm a very loving, genuine, and kind person that will
Yes.
do anything for anyone. So it doesn't take a lot to be my friend, but it also doesn't take a lot to remove me as a friend. So I would
Interesting.
say that if you're a loyal person, I'd love to be your friend, and why not? But if I'm out and I'll always be nice. I'll never like, be rude for no
Okay.
reason, unless this person like actually had a vendetta against me or really tried to like ruin my
Mm-hmm.
life. Then I just won't be nice. But I'll never go out of my way to make someone's life a living hell. It's just not in my blood.
But what's just some things we can expect for episode 2?
Episode 2.
Off the top of your mind, what do you want to talk about?
Episode 2, I'd like to talk about the difference I told you before about
Yes.
friendships, about how they change as you get
Okay.
older. I think there's a drastic change in people from 20s to 30s that I
Uh-huh.
would love to talk about.
Yes.
I also want to talk about, I guess, personal relationships
Okay.
and relationships from different, I guess, like schooling and work and like how things are, like what happens like in the workplace versus home with like
Okay.
friendships and how it affects things. And trying new things each week. I want to have a different topic of like going out there and no matter what it is, like I'm doing archery tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why I'm doing archery, but I will have something to share about it. And I want to do a segment of hidden gems. So I want to find different hidden gems in Bergen County that no one knows about,
Absolutely.
and talk about them that no one
Absolutely.
visit. Thank you for sitting here and interviewing me as I
Absolutely.
interview you. And no, I think this is a very cool. I think podcast in general, just being able to talk and discuss your life and someone else's life and get to know someone else is like really important. I would also like to actually start having different hosts, interviews on the show with different people.
And we can do it virtual. We can fit 6 people up here. So, we can have guests come in studio. We could do it virtually. So we could talk to people all over the nation and get a little taste of the double D
Taste of Darren,
or the truth of Darren,
I also
or
might
be overexposed.
It's going to be something. But I'm also going to try to go out at least once a month and find someone randomly in like a coffee shop and bring them in. Like I was
Nice.
say, like, are you busy for the next hour and a half? No, cool. Okay, sit down.
Let's go.
So I really want to do that. Just like random pickups.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you for joining us to the first episode that has no name yet. And we want your suggestions. So, DM or put in the comments section of Darren's Instagram some ideas that you have. And we'll see you next time on the show that has no name yet with Darren Page.